All right. Good day.
We are Group 3, and today we will present our data analysis on the impact of video games on students' academic performance. Our study is based on data collected from 770 students and explores how gaming habits affect academic performance.
Before discussing the dataset, let us emphasize on why data analysis is important. Well, in short, data helps us identify trends and patterns that might not be obvious to the on the surface. By analyzing student gaming habits and academic performance, we can determine whether excessive gaming has a significant effect on grades.
Our objective is to examine the relationship between gaming habits and academic performance. We used a dataset containing 770 students, which includes information about their daily gaming hours, playing frequency, years of gaming, study habits, and grades. We also considered external factors like parental education and family income, which might influence academic performance.
We focus on three key areas in our analysis: gaming factors, which are playing hours per day, frequency of play, and the gaming experience in years; academic performance, measured using students' numeric grades; and other influences, such as parental education and family income, which may impact academic performance.
This slide summarizes the key statistics from our dataset. We analyzed how much time students spend playing games and compared it with their grades. The next slides will show these relationships in more detail.
Thank you very much. So, here, before we go on to the way too deep into this presentation, let us first go over with the basics. So, we have playing hours. We made this into a pie chart. So, basically, the playing hours is essentially how much time a student plays, video games, from zero, which is like less than an hour, to 5 hours. So here we have majority, plays video games under an hour. Well, the majority of the students, at least. The second most data, which is 25.1% of the students play games for like more than an hour, and only around 3.6 students play games for over 4 to 5 hours, or even more. Next slide, we're going over to playing games. Oh, and playing games, well, we technically have two answers, which is not playing games and playing games. We just, the two is basically in between. So, zero means, of course, they're not playing any video games, or they only play a few. While one is essentially playing video games. So in this pie chart, we can see that 70.4% of the respondents play video games. And we go over to playing hours versus grades.
So in this slide, it shows that students who play video games for moderate durations, specifically 1 to 2 hours per day, tend to maintain stable academic performance, while those who play 4 plus hours daily shows a noticeable decline in grades. The correlation analysis suggests a weak negative relationship, which is 0.32%, between gaming hours and grades, indicating that excessive gaming may impact academic success, but it is not the sole determining the factor. Next slide.
This histogram represents the grade distribution of students. Most students scored between 65 and 90. A smaller group scored below 50, possibly due to excessive gaming. The data suggested that students who balance gaming with studying perform better academically. Next slide. This slide further examines the relationship between grade and playtime. Students who play for only 0 to 1 hour per day have higher median grades. Those who play more than 4 hours per day experience more grade variability, meaning some manage their time well but others struggle. This reinforces the data that time management is crucial for academic success.
So we're going over to other
Thoughts
influences.
to the other. Moving on to other influences.
Mm-hmm.
The study by gender influence. Here, our data suggests that there are at least more than half of the respondents are female with a 50.1%, while the males make up a 49.99% of the study. Mm. And now, for the father and mother education, it is here, according to the data, that the father and the mother's education correlate with one another in the scatter plot, as you can see here. Mm. And by family income, well, here, based on family income, it seems that from for registered for 0, which is low income, and up to 4, which is the upper income or those rich, most of it is within the middle class that has better reliability.
Okay, so income in games. Well, essentially, as you can see in the scatter plot, the higher the parent revenue, the higher number of video games that a child may play or own. As you can see here, the playing games which is 0 to like more than to own video games, and the parent revenue from low income to upper income. The correlation here is a positive correlation. And thank you for listening. And yeah, thanks for listening, sir, and see you next time.